Morning, everybody. Today's Thursday. It is absolutely pouring outside. So if you are swinging today, which we hope you all are, got to jump into the garage, or if you have a basement, get in there. Today, two drills that we're going to be using. The first one is a stride out drill. So that's from my stance to my front foot touching down. A couple things you want to remember with that. Number one, make sure you're taking your time. Everything in that phase of the swing should happen under control. And you want to make sure in that phase of your swing, it's exactly like your game swing. If you use a leg kick, then you should be using the leg kick in that drill. But taking your time with that, and make sure when you touch down that your head is slightly at or behind your midline. Second drill we're going to do is the attack position. So that's from our front foot. Once we hit, really, really important for a couple things to happen. Number one, we want to make sure there's a slight downward tilt of our shoulders. So anywhere from 15 to 30 degrees, and you'll see that when we swing. Second, we want to make sure our hands are back. So when we touch down, our hands should be back over our back foot. And one of the indicators, if you look at, for me, my left arm, I'm a right-handed hitter, that angle of my elbow should open up from 90 to 100 degrees. It should open up to 110 to 140. And that's a good indication that my hands are coming back correctly. Number three, we want to make sure that our knob is back to the catcher. So at toe touch, doesn't have to start there, but at toe touch, we want to make sure that knob is at the catcher. And number four, we want to make sure our head is right over our midline or even slightly behind it. Okay, so as coaches start to talk about staying back is really about your head not committing forward. So make sure that when we're doing this drill, when you're setting up in it, that you really feel your head either at or behind the midline. If you can have somebody tape you, it's really helpful. Okay, thanks guys, let's get to it.
Okay guys, starting off with the stride out drill. We're going stride out drill, and then we're going to take 5 swings with the ball. Okay, so remember with the stride out drill, taking your time with it, keeping your head at or slightly behind your midline. All right, guys, with the attack position, remember the 4 things we got. Shoulders slightly tilted downward, head at or behind the midline. Make sure your hands are back and kind of watch for the angle of my elbow, and make sure our knob is back to the catcher. Start off with slow motion, no ball. guys, so with those, try and make sure those are a little tougher too, like yesterday. The axis drill, go like 3 to 5 swings with those, and then try and repeat that 3 swing progression with slow motion, regular swings, and then donut swings. Do that 3 times, 3 each, or 3 to 5 each, okay? Have a good day. Guys, make sure you get your homework done. Be good to your parents. Talk soon.